Hello once more and welcome back to Pathologic 3. Finally, to day 9. That's a problem.
Не опять основа.
Day 9. The army is deployed in town. Are you scared? Since armies are the last resort when delicate methods of crisis management have already been discarded. I expect you to call the 9th day a turning point. Did you think it wasn't? You seem to be in a playful mood, Bachelor. That's good. Please focus and answer the question. What changed with the army's arrival? Who gained power? Who lost it? You're questioning me about the power struggle now, so the plague no longer interests you. Well, we'll get back to the plague in due time. Right now, I'd like to know who is responsible for the events on days 9 to 12. What's changed in the town? An armed mob arrived in town. What do you think changed? Block managed his men poorly, didn't he? He didn't control them. He was careless with his duties and overstepped his authority. Why do I suddenly get the feeling that Bachelor Dankovsky's case has suddenly turned to General Block's case? Naturally, the general public greeted the army with riots and soldiers started getting murdered that very day. How did General Block react? Hold on. Soldiers started getting murdered? You're lying, that never happened. A soldier's body was found beneath the polyhedron on the morning of the 9th day, but the army hadn't even managed to set up camp and there were corpses already. Tragic accident, I'm sure, not a murder. I repeat, how did General Block react? He failed to handle it properly, didn't he? It's almost like you don't care who you're going to bring to ruin. It doesn't matter if it's Bachelor Dankovsky or General Block as long as someone ends up in a tight spot. Well, maybe you should stop being so obstinate and act in your best interests. It's like with the Inquisition. If you can prove that the bigger players are involved in this, maybe you'll get cleared of most of the blame. No? I am going to tell you the truth. The rest is up to you. I really want to read that paper. I know it's on the desk. It's tempting me. It's tempting me so much. Hello, General. This is a terrible idea. Every time they send Block in, things go awfully. I feel for him it's not his fault. He's the wrong man for this job. But then again, who is? I'm going to controversially not break this mirror. Oh, well, I'm glad that I've got other people around. A good amount of stuff to use. Daniil, I ask, I beg you, to come to me without delay. There is a request in fulfillment of which I can rely only on your honesty. Maria Kana. I can see why yesterday's accident happened. Spatial arrangement's far from optimal. Don't be so crass, Jurassic. That's why we came to assist the doctor. Ah. Look who's here. The saviors of the emergency command. I don't know what I would do without your help. We talked among ourselves last night and concluded that it's not okay for bulls to eat decrees. It's a funny anecdote, but then you got to give it some thought. Without the emergency command, the town would be doomed. To make matters worse, you lost your secretary. That's where we come in. I'll warn you that we're not exactly secretary material like Heron. We can't make coffee for you. You think Heron made coffee? Bad chance. Don't worry, nothing will change for me in this regard. Thank goodness, sir. My enthusiasm doesn't go that far. We want to help. Yesterday we saw how harassed you were. Today we came to restore order. And to speed up your process while we're at it. With all due respect, Doctor, your cogs are churning slowly. 3 decrees a day are really not enough. Oh, what kind of help are you offering the emergency command? We can and we should speed up the printing and delivery of documents. Jurassic can take care of your income and outgo. He's so savvy with numbers that you'll be able to issue not 3, but 4 decrees a day. I'll put this into writing in the most comprehensive manner, and all you'll need to do is just check it and make a decision. Walking to the command every time you need to sign a decree is such a waste of time. What's carry in your service? He can transport more than your samples. Decree board will fit into his cart nicely. He'll speed things up. The errand boy is already making arrangements on your behalf. I agree. This will make things easier. Thank you. You approve our idea? Can we start now? Yes. What if? Could you be so kind and count the assets for these past days? I'd like to know if I could have issued 4 decrees a day at that time. Count the assets is a no-brainer, but is this information really useful when the town needs saving today, not yesterday? I guess it needs to double-check the previous calculations, the ones that got eaten by the bull. What if an order requests paperwork for those past days to check whether your emergency command was operating at full capacity? Yes, exactly. If we manage to save the town, there'll be plenty of audits in the future. Get the calculations ready, if you will. I'll figure out how to use them. Let's say I want to learn from my mistakes. As you wish, Doctor. If you're helping the town, we're trying to make this help more efficient. If you want to dig into the past, I'll do the calculations for you. And I'll write them down and pin them to the board for us to see. I won't let the bull near it. Where is it, by the way? The bull. He was here a moment ago. You've got to watch that one. 4 decrees! Yes! Well. We need to, primarily reduce unrest. But we do need more patrolmen for some of that. That's the problem. I need more patrolmen. It's the unrest that concerns me much more. Stopping the town clocks is a funny one, and it will reduce more unrest if I just decide to stop time for the whole time. But however, the musical interlude, as silly as it sounds, does provide those little gramophones all over the place. If there's gramophones, that actually makes it easier for me to manage my mania and apathy. Mostly. But I mean, it's also being managed relatively well as it is. It's do I need more orderlies? I do suppose that there's a degree to which a disinfection is probably warranted. So make sure that we can actually get past day 11, because as we can see, day 12 will be gone. Like, we can't do day 12 at present. Perhaps... Oh, is that really all I can do is just train orderlies? Oh, come on. Surely not. Well, never hurts to have more, I suppose. No, this isn't really... It's not really giving us a lot, is it? Perhaps there's a better way to do some of these days, then. I need to consider. Oh well, we'll just... Ah, that's fine. Okay. How's... Okay. How's that cause that to go up later? Is it because we run out of medication later? I don't really understand. Oh, of course, right. Fine. Fuel for medicine. Oh, because it requires 10 patrolmen. Very well, very well. We still have several days worth of decrees to make, I suppose. Though I do seem to have managed to back myself into corners several times over with this. I don't really understand how. Medications. Do have plenty of fuel. Shouldn't be an issue. Okay. Patrolman is the real thing. That's our real limiting factor here. Well, we'll see what the Protocol 9 gives us, if we do get a Protocol 9. Hopefully we will. And in the meantime, we'll see if we can maybe just do some disinfection, perhaps. Medical requisition. Hygiene awareness campaign. Might as well do this kind of stuff, just... I know we don't have that many patrolmen left now, and we can change this as we go, it's fine. Oh, I would love to have something more to do with these. It's fine. I can play about with this and figure out a good way. I'm just really... It's fine because I have access to all 12 days. Right now, I am just min-maxing. I'm being prissy. I don't need to do that. Very well. Only one infected district. 3 rioting districts. Okay, we can do this. So we know that there's a body beneath the polyhedron. We know that Media Cana expects us to come without delay. We've got patients waiting over there. And we could also take some glass shards. Always handy to have the glass shards.
Тишины бы.
Как тихо стало кругом.
Good morning. When we speak in the evening, I gain amalgam. Why? It's not me. It's the Stillwater. Farhad built it, just like the cathedral, and time sometimes feels different here. You weren't surprised by the word. So you know what amalgam is, not the mercury amalgam. Can you explain it to me? Liquid time. How else do you explain it? You have to feel it. Yes, you're right. I don't know why I asked. I really need to resist breaking the mirrors to get amalgam too soon. Where's he gone? Okay, we've got a whole bunch of things to do today. Well, how's the prototype doing? Still mostly loaded. We've got... Fine. Okay, that'll do. Ruben, why are you here?
Такая вот хирургия. Правду матку резать, душу к кишкам пришивать.
She's dead. Dead, Dankovsky. Do you understand? Just this morning she was breathing. I spoke to her, and the Sabarov's daughter came to the shelter, touched her, and something happened, and she's breathing no more. Who's dead? Why is everyone only coming to me with bad news? Would I have to bring something nice? For once, anyone dies, they come to me first thing. Who is it this time? No. Who is dead? What are you talking about? Do you feel unwell? No, Lara. Lara's dead. She was unwell this morning, and then this wench showed up, the one everyone in town calls the changeling. She talked to Lara, then she touched her, and Lara stopped breathing. Unwell how? What? What were the symptoms? It wasn't sandblast, was it? No, I think it was just nerves. Some ordinary exhaustion, nothing lethal. All she needed was to get some sleep. It's my fault, I'm the one to blame for this. I must have protected her. This makes no sense. What are you trying to say? That the changeling killed Lara with a single touch? What's that supposed to mean? I tried to help. I did. I tried everything. Nothing helped. She's cold already. She's not coming back. Lara is no more. And the little runt is still there, standing and mumbling to herself. So she's still in the shelter, killing someone and just standing there. This doesn't look like the behavior of a murderer. She's enjoying this. I'm sure she's delighted. Everyone said she had woe in her eyes, and her hands were woe, and her words were woe, and she herself was woe. I used to think it was all idle rumor, but now she must answer for this. Promise me, swear to me, Dankovsky, that she will. How can I promise something like that? I'm not a judge, not an inquisitor, not the governor. First, we need to find out what has happened. Okay. A few things to go on then. Okay. Oh, and Yulia. I need to visit Yulia. I've got a lot of things to do. Okay. This is doable, though. Also, where's that bloody bull? Don't worry. I don't have time, but I also have time.
В народе говорят, бей в куст, виноватого Бог выдаст.
Dankovsky, I was afraid I'd miss you. Speak softly. I don't want anyone overhearing us. Your voice is shaking. Well, what's happened? The matter is delicate. It concerns my family. Katerina, I believe she needs help. How bad is it? What's wrong with her? The sandpest? Please, Dankovsky, she is in terrible pain. I've never seen her like this and her cry out this way. I think we have very little time. Oh. Then she needs to be taken to the hospital at once. You could have summoned orderlies yourself and saved time, but why come to me? No hospital. Too many eyes and ears there. She would not like that. I want you to examine Katerina at the rod. Are there even proper conditions at the rod? Instruments, a microscope, an analyzer? If I must, I'll create the conditions. If I must, I will equip another hospital at the rod. For now, I only ask that you come. I've never seen you like this. It does seem serious. Very, very well. Let's go. At least she doesn't have any more morphine. Oh, no. This is looking bad.
Сейчас у меня связаны руки. Вам повезло.
She can barely speak. She's in such a state. She was always fragile, delicate. But now it's as if something inside her has snapped. Did you give her morphine today or yesterday? I did not, but I cannot be certain that she didn't find it herself. Though in her condition, no, I don't know. I must explain something to you. Until recently, Clara was helping her, taking her pain away, but ever since Clara vanished from our home, through my fault, everything has collapsed. And Katerina grew worse. I'm afraid it wasn't Clara easing the pain, it was morphine ampules. You are mistaken. Clara helped Katerina, but the moment she left, everything, there is no word for it, collapsed. Through my own fault, I betrayed her, renounced her, and retribution fell upon our house. Then why did you call for me and not Clara? Enough, Dankovsky, you were at the trial, you know the details. I do not believe I have the right to ask anything of her now. My wife is dying. That is... Set all other questions aside, I cannot bear to watch her suffer, clawing at her stomach with a convulsed hand. Clutching her stomach. Could be gastric. What has she been eating? That's the trouble. Because of the pain, she hasn't eaten for 2 days. I can barely persuade her to drink water. And only today did you decide to seek help? I wanted to send for you yesterday, but she forbade it. She did not want strangers to see her so broken. By coming to you, Dankovsky, I have broken a promise I made for her. Perhaps by breaking that promise, you saved her life.
Вас тоже двое?
You, go away. I don't want to see anyone. I don't want to see anyone to see me like this. Let me just... Can you describe the pain? Let me die. I want it to stop. I take it morphine no longer helps. Alexander, why did you bring him here? Go away. I will, but first I must examine you. Okay. Haggard appearance, clear pallor of the skin, like a silent film actress. I cannot make notes on this case. I need to make physical notes. Where's my notepad? I know this is a supernatural illness, isn't it? So, Katerina, so she's in pain. She has clear pallor. Haggard appearance, pallor. Disheveled. Morphine withdrawals are not pleasant. Nothing on the back. Since what age has she been using? Since the weight of the power fell upon her? More important now, when will she stop? Track marks. Bad veins. Vein damage. May need to draw blood, but I'll find a spot for the painkiller injection. Oh, drawing blood's going to be very tricky. Legs aren't bony, not a shabnak. Examination complete. The main thing is clear, she requires immediate hospitalization.
Не на солнце, не на смерть нельзя смотреть в упор. Кто это сказал?
Why are you silent? What's wrong with her? I have a hypothesis and I need you to be completely frank with me. Speak plainly, Dankovsky. Did she have problems with the regularity of her menstrual cycle? What questions you asked, Dankovsky, I don't know. Such things are highly discussed over dinner. I fail to see what that has to do with... Her symptoms may point to Putting aside my own real-world medical knowledge, I think that's a bit of a jump. Her symptoms may point to complications in pregnancy. You're mistaken. That is impossible. When was the last time you tried to conceive a child? Dankovsky, do you really think that now is the moment I am taking her history? Stop blushing like a girl at her first ball. We tried for many years. Dreamed of an heir, but she cannot. You understand, all was in vain. For Katerina, her barrenness was a blow, hence the cursed morphine. Infertility, then it all fits. Growth on the ovary, that's why you were unable to conceive. Everything we're seeing now points to a cyst on the brink of rupture. So now her infertility and torments are not only in spirit, but in body as well. It's a life in danger. An urgent operation is required, but I'm not a surgeon, Saburov. Yet you're a scientist, trained by the best teachers of the capital. That makes the sum of your knowledge the most complete. Surgical skill doesn't depend on theory or reputation. Mine is poor. I see you've already summoned true surgeons. That is fortunate. I will speak with Burak and Ruben and are most likely involved in the operation. In that case, they must be aware of all of the medical details. Do not argue. This is necessary. I understand. Yes, I understand. Anything for Katerina's survival. A blood donor may be required. I'll take a sample from Katerina and look for someone whose blood is compatible. If such a person is found, they'll have to be brought here. They need not know the diagnosis, but the fact of the operation cannot be concealed. Do you agree? Blood. Once when I was younger, it was I who needed it. Katerina wanted to give hers, but it was incompatible. So I cannot share mine with her now either. Find a donor then. Very well. Time is short, Saburov. I'll try not to delay the operation. Who lives close to the rod? Uracheva, I believe. I'll attempt to analyze her blood. On your end, prepare everything. A sterile room, instruments. Can I rely on you? Of course. Everything will be ready within minutes. I knew from the morning that it might come to this. Hold fast, Saburov. For your wife's sake.
Воля сделает любой выбор правильным. Это так.
Plague's choking the town. Hundreds are writhing in pain right now. And the best doctors in town are standing here, waiting to be let in to see one wealthy lady. Is that right, Oinon? So what are you suggesting? Let her die? You see me standing here, I just want to hear what you think. The whole town owes Saburov. I do as well. Without him, there would be no emergency command, no hospital. I consider it my duty to help his wife. Alright. Here you Oinon. Do you examine Katerina? Tell me. I think it's a cyst. Surgery is needed. Ever cut one out? Masha, you tie a lot of blood. Katerina is weak. She might not endure it. So I'm asking for your help. This requires a surgeon's steady hands. Hands won't be enough, Oinon. Someone's got to give part of their voice, their blood. Has to be the right blood. I'll find a donor. Let me check if you're a match. That alone tells me you're an outsider, Oinon. To you, blood's just a liquid. You can give it, spill it, ask for it. For us, blood is different. Blood's a path, a voice, and it has to be respected. You're not willing to give blood to someone who's dying. You call yourself a doctor. I am willing, but I want you to understand the real weight of things, Oinon. The weight of blood. And let's not speak of it as if you were asking for a glass of water. I didn't mean to offend you, Burak. I am sorry. You can take my blood. Why not? Thank you. And you'll assist me in the operation? I'll help. I'll guide your hand if it slips off the line. Hurry now, Oinon. The faster you get the right blood, the better our chances. I'll try checking a few more potential donors.
Что?
Have you already decided what you're going to say in your defense? I don't understand. What am I defending myself for? These people summoned me, yet won't let me see the patient. Remarkable tactlessness. Reuben, don't lose your temper. Lara Revel's debts hit you hard, but you're at work now. Please set it aside for a couple of hours. Have you lost your mind? It was them, Sabarov and Katharina, who took that Viper in, called her their daughter, and she killed Lara. Be that as it may, Katharina needs surgery immediately. Your help will be necessary. You want me to assist? Yes. Very well. But I'm not helping you, and not even Katharina. I'm fulfilling a physician's oath. As you wish. I don't care. Okay, this is... I don't know whether we're going to manage this. Not the first time around. I suspect that we won't. The Richeva's house. We can do this, though. We can do this. I might need some... Maybe I'll need some... I'll need anesthetic. Glad to see that the local kids are... Failed. Wasted precious time. Fine, so be it, then I'll run. Are you kidding me? Did that not work? Was I... Have I already fucked it up? You can't be serious. Yulia. Oh, fuck.
Медленнее.
Посеешь поступок, пожнешь привычку. Посеешь привычку, пожнешь характер. Посеешь характер, пожнешь судьбу.
Dankovsky, please just leave me alone. You still haven't recovered from yesterday's walk down your own street, or has something else happened? Well then, since you seem in the mood for polite conversation, answer me this. If you were to discover that you had devoted your entire life to a cause that turned out to be utterly meaningless, hollow and futile, what would you do? How do you act? I know how that feels. Many at the Academy consider my Thanatica meaningless, hollow and futile. How do you cope with that? I went to the ends of Earth, hoping to study an immortal man. You know how that went. Yesterday I walked along the street I designed, there in the atrium. I should have done it long ago, tested my creation on myself. Instead I trusted Victor, told myself his assessment would be enough. And now I keep wondering. Perhaps I avoided it because I was afraid of what it would show me about myself. What truth? What do you mean? The street showed me who I truly am. What all my scientific research and practical achievements are worth. Nothing. They're worth nothing. I devoted so many years to emptiness. My entire career is a mistake. The street is broken. It doesn't show our truth. It shows our greatest fear. Those are not the same thing. No. It's not the street that is broken. It's me who is. The cause of the error lies in me. An author always leaves too much of themselves in their work. Their delusions, their irreparable flaws. How am I to continue my work, knowing that I am capable of accidentally creating an abomination, a catastrophe? That such things are born of me, in spite of all my attentions. I'm no engineer, but isn't it possible that you're simply missing something in your calculations, failing to see the whole picture? It doesn't mean your life's work is a mistake. Thank you, Dankovsky. I do not think so myself, but I'm grateful to you for... I do not know for what. For trying to comfort me, perhaps. Progress is always accompanied by failures and mistakes. We just need to acknowledge that and learn from those defeats. This town truly is special. It strips away every illusion and shows us who we are without any embellishment. When the Canes told me to leave a week ago, I was shattered. Lost. But now it feels as though they were right. I can't bear the truth about myself that this town keeps throwing in my face. The road of progress is paved with doubts and errors. It is painful, but we are yet to devise any other way to truly understand the world. That is our only option. Does that comfort you? What choice do I have? Abandon everything and become a carpenter, perhaps? But that's it. Are you serious? You would give up everything for smoothing plane and piles of wood shavings under your feet? Though, there is something appealing in breaking your own fate. Should I become a carpenter too? At least, unlike you, I know how to build city models. That's a start. One could always flee the town. Nothing goes wrong, a train will be waiting for us tomorrow. If you're truly ready to leave, there'll be a seat for you. Are you serious, Dankovsky? You're going to leave? I'm not certain myself yet, but I think in the end it'll be better this way for everyone. Shall I confess something? I considered turning myself into Kaminsky. I'm sure he would find a suitable charge, to do to me what he did to Victor Kane, to erase me. But to hell with it all. You supported me in the most difficult moment of my life. You walked that street with me, and I must support you in turn. If you manage to get out, I'll follow. I will not let you perish, and you will not let me. I fucked this up. Well, can we go back in time? No, we can't. We can't go back in time. All because I examined blood vials too soon. Shit! She's gonna die. Ah. I'm genuinely quite miffed about that. I can't use morphine. Yep, can't do it. We're fucked. Morphine's a terrible idea for her. She needs to have Meridorm. Ah! I don't have the blood, and I can't get the blood. This surgery is going to fail. What the fuck is that? What? No. What the... Just take me to... I'm very sad. I'm very, very sad. Because I evidently catastrophically fucked up. Without even realizing it. Well, at least we can gather the ingredients for the surgery because I need more Meridorm. I won't be able to do this surgery without Meridorm. I can't give her morphine. Morphine is bad for her. She needs to have something else. All you got is morphine? Really? Fuck. Give me something better. I need something more robust than that. Right. Try here, we'll try here, we'll try here, here. We'll try everywhere that we can. I just need to get some Meridome. And then evidently we're going to have to redo this. I don't like failing my patients. This is not... Especially when it wasn't my fault. Which is something that I think every doctor says. Quite frequently. Because it's rarely our fault. We're supposed to defy fate. But how can we do that? None of you bastards have Shit. She's gone. She's gone. She's gone. She's going to go. I need Meridome. The hospital's not gonna have it. The hospital will. Fuck it, we're raiding the hospital. I don't care. I can't believe I've managed to fuck this up already. Right, somebody better have what I need. I need more crates as well, because we're running low on those. Okay. Hospital it is. What have you got? That'll do. God knows what's in this, but maybe it's something. No, I can't trade that. Okay, fine, take it. Is this going to be enough Meridome? I need probably more. I need probably lots more. Right, let's... If we're going to inevitably fail this anyway, if there is nothing we can do to save her, at this point, because I fucked up the blood already, we can prepare to undo the mistake. Would that I had this power in real life. There's so many things I would love to undo. Give me something else, I guess. I don't know. Don't care. Fine. I'm not going to be using as much strychnine today anyway. Okay, I've got how much Meridome? 2 vials of the stuff. Fuck it, let's try. Let's go. I don't think this is going to work. Oh, fuck off. Prayers, 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 because that's all we have left now. I was instructed to inform you that the esteemed Inquisitor awaits you in the cathedral, and to bring you the moment I found you. Might have been marched there under guard. No, but it's urgent, so I've ordered us not to let you walk off. Well then, refusing the Inquisitor costs 1 dear. Let's go. Fuck you. Fuck you, Karminski. Shit. I can't fix this. What am I breaking? What is here to break? I remember there's something there.
Временные петли или временные? Все важное и интересное, на что мы способны, больше нас. А значит, никто из нас себе не принадлежит.
Something displeases you, Dankovsky. Or am I imagining it? You know, it just irritates me when I'm called in, yet the topic is kept from me. This is about Isidore Burdak's archives. Please place them at the Inquisition's disposal as soon as possible. What archives? I've never heard of them. Always the same with you, Doctor. Dankovsky, your answer does not even hold up to common sense. Never mind what the Inquisition already knows. Common sense is a poor crutch in this town. Look, it is known that the late Isidore Burdak, the finest physician in this town, had once faced an epidemic of the sand pest, and he managed to stop it. So, it is reasonable to assume that an educated, seasoned man like him kept notes, patients, methods, results. Tell me, is that not the logical conclusion? Well, it would be very useful to see his notes if they existed. Since the last epidemic de facto never spread beyond the quarter adjoining the abattoir, the elder Olgimsky took the notes into his custody. He kept them until the nights before last, when they were stolen. And what does that have to do with me? Do you think I stole them? Of course no one's accusing you of theft. Why would you? But my esteemed secretary informed me today that on your 3rd day, barely having taken command, you requested a copy of the archives for your personal use. I personally copied the archive out by hand and placed the copy into your hands, Doctor. So the originals are gone, but thanks to you, Dankovsky, we still have a copy. Hand it over. Among other things, it will tell us what value it held for the thieves, and what surprises we should brace for now. You're not listening, are you? Heron has it wrong. I never requested any archives. I did not even know they existed. And you expect me to believe that? First, anyone in your position would want to study a predecessor's experience. Second, why would our secretary, yours and mine, invent such a story? Dankovsky, let us pretend I did not hear your absurd attempts at denial. I suggest that we ask him, mine and your secretary, why he is lying. Doctor, do not force me to point out just how imperfect your memory is. You're forever confused, especially in paperwork. I know that better than anyone. I handed Isidore Burak's archives to you personally into your own hands. And when exactly do you claim I asked you for the archive? Come now, remember, you were barely taking command, and your very first demand was that I procure the archives of the first outbreak. I'll give it you your due. It suggested you might be worth something. Pity the illusion dissolved so quickly. Yeah, something comes back to me the third day. Just give me some more time. The Inquisition expects the archives from you today. Ugh. I need to reconstruct what I did right after the headquarters was moved to the Stillwater. Then I will remember where the archives ended up. Ah, come on. First broke yesterday, the second on the third day after arriving at town, and I need to check both. Fucking piss. Fucking piss. Okay. Things are getting difficult. Well, now that you bastards are quite done with your interrogation, I have a patient to get back to. Fuck you. None of you have Meridon. None of you have Meridon. Shit. Our time has run out. God damn it. Ah. This is simply unfair. How am I supposed to... She's already dead. We should have operated hours ago. She's gone. I know.
Душа понемногу выходит с дыханием. Надо просто реже дышать. И не глубоко.
Daniil Dankovsky. Whatever business you chose to attend instead of helping my wife was truly important. I hope you are satisfied. Yes, I was forced to delay, but we had already begun the preparations. I'm ready to return to the matter now. So you spent your whole life studying death, yet you never grasped the most important thing. Death waits for no one. You're too late. Katerina has gone. Death has taken her. I was only gone a few hours. When did she die? Leave. Just leave. Not before I steal some of your shit, but yeah, I'm going. Fuck. I knew this would go badly. I knew this would go badly. I'm... personally on my conscience. Yes, I know it's on my conscience. I know full well this one's on my conscience. I am so angry. Because that one... I was ready. I was ready to go. Alright, apologies for the slight jump there. Between me doing that last bit of recording and now, there has been actually a patch updated. So I briefly had to exit the game to then re-enter, because that patch is relevant to most of the quests today. Okay, we have another few set of goals though. If we can get a load more Meridorm. then we might just about be able to, we might be able...
Ну и фантазии у вас, Данковский.
Might be able to save her when we go back in time. But we need quite a bit of Meridorm, I think. Oh, fuck off, man. Okay, we need to just get to Lara's house. We're gonna do a lot of quests today. We're gonna try and get everything else done, so that when we go back, we only have to go back the once. That is the plan. I need more Meridorm. Fuck off, man. Don't try me, I will kill you.
Слышь, не стреляй!
Брат, а давай ко мне. Только не убивай.
Take a pamphlet, young man. What the fuck is going on? Take a pamphlet, young man. Don't miss out. Me too. Give me a pamphlet too. What are you doing, miss? I just gave you one. Why do you need another? They all say the same thing. You're awfully handy, you know. I can use some extra paper for kindling, rolling cigs, that sort of thing. Excuse me. Who wrote these pamphlets? Cold weather. Be generous with the fire, wood. There's barely a single word spelled correctly. Who cares about spelling? Well, it matters if it gets the message across. Maybe you're right. Other people over here can't read or write. They don't care what the pamphlets say. Then why... never mind. Absentum ladet, kika me brio ligitat. What do you mean, what's the point? I have my orders. I'm doing what I'm told. And you're right to do it. Can I have another one of those pamphlets, please? Oh, right. This is like the group. Oh, why are you handing out pamphlets? What the hell is going on? Also... Right, you. Give me something. Please tell me you got Meridorm. Arsehole. God damn it. Well, this has gone terribly.
Что ты так смотришь на меня? Я не кусаюсь.
She asked me to take her pain away. She's called for me herself and she's asked, and her pain, it was lodged so deep down. How'd I reach that far? I promised I would try, and I laid my hands on, and that was it. Torn up. Cut short. She's not breathing, but I can't see any signs. What did you kill her with? You can't just do that with your bare hands, can you? I've done that many times. Many times I pulled burning coals out of people's chests, pulled out their pain. But the coal in Lara's chest was so hot, so bitter, it killed her as soon as I touched her. You killed her with your touch. Do you really expect me to believe this? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? And his... What does his hand have to do with this? You just admitted Lara's death is from your touch. You don't know, medical man. You don't know anything. I'm no more than a conduit. I don't decide who gets to live and who goes down into the earth. All I do is lay on hands. He's the one who decides, and he's decided Lara has to die, and that means that's how it should be. That's what's destined. We will see what is destined and what's not. I will not let you kill Lara. You're saying that, medical man, as if you're able to raise people from the dead. I'll fix everything. If she's died, then that's how it should be. Don't medical man. Don't mess with the order of things. Things don't forgive that. They're sure to get their revenge. We shall see about that. Fate should not have taken thee. We'll stop her a day earlier, and that will be the end of that. We just simply need to find her on day 8. Very well. We can do that. It will happen yesterday. Oh well. Can at least take what we can. Resources from here and use them where we need to. Nothing else though that can be done. Oh, this is all a mess. Today is already messy. Let's deal with everything else and then deal with the hospital. I'm kind of tired. Today's been such a disaster on all accounts.
Не убивай.
Mouse gets cold, the kids start sniffling, everybody knows that. But what if they get sick and there's nothing to cure them with? I predicted all of it, you know, so all in a dream. But I didn't trust myself, so I ended up deceiving myself. What did you predict? The plague? I had a dream the night before last. My grandpa on my grandma's side clambers out the stove and all dirty and says, "Hide the firewood, dummy. Shoo, shoo," I tell him. Because he's a black cat in the dream, you see. I chase him all over the house with a broom until I run out of breath, even though it's just a dream. If I understand correctly, you dreamed about chasing your grandfather around the house with a broom. What does that have to do with predicting plague? Plague schmeg. My grandpa told me to hide the firewood. That's the important part, but I didn't get it at the time. Then it all got stolen yesterday. My firewood, that is, and I exchanged it for meds to cure my kids. But I guess I can't now. Why is that? Because I chased my grandpa all over the house with a broom. I should have listened to him. I'm afraid you misunderstand me. The degree doesn't work that way. You hand in medicine and you get firewood, not the other way around. It's ridiculous. What do I need firewood for? It's the meds I need. My kids are sick. If your kids are sick, please take them to the hospital. Hospital? Let that butcher experiment on them? What kinds of experiment do you think that butcher there is conducting at the hospital? Everybody knows that. He sticks his needles in them, he pulls out the junk... pumps out the blood and drinks it. Are you seriously giving me an adrenochrome conspiracy? Someone ought to drive a wooden stake through his heart. Fuck off. Please tell me you've got maybe slightly different stock this time. None of this is valuable to me. I need Meridorm.
Вот не ждали. Мало было
No. It's becoming a problem. Okay.
Не бойся, мало мы вас вешали. Не так быстро, брат. Не убивай.
Oh, okay. They're in
Вот
here.
сюда! Не стреляй!
Please. At this point, I'll take anything. Just give me something. 7. Please tell me it's going to be something useful. I can use that. I can use that. That's good. Okay.
доктор!
Fuck off.
Стой, стой, стой. Только не убивай. Только не убивай.
We don't have time. Let's try and undo all of our mistakes. There's so many to undo. Everything's starting to fade. Maybe Eva knows something where the bull is. Eva, where are you? Eva. Eva. Oh, you've got nothing. I can't use morphine. Eva. There you are.
Я чувствовала, что ты придешь.
Soon everything will change. I can't wait. Tell me, where's the bull? I don't see him today. She took Bacchio out to graze a bit. It's hard for him to be in a cramped space every day.
Who took him out?
A woman came by the still water this morning. She saw Bacchio and nearly burst into tears, scolded me and you both, said we were tormenting a poor animal, keeping him cramped up, hungry, filthy. Tsk, she said. Somehow she even managed to put him through the door. I suppose he really has grown thin.
If he's already out there, maybe we shouldn't bring him back inside and find a more suitable place?
She's walking Bacchio around the still water. Should be bringing him back any minute now. That's what we agreed on.
I'll go talk to her then. It is, after all, an experimental bull. Who knows what might happen? Well, I guess we can do this at least. Where is he? Experimental bull. He's gonna be around here somewhere. Is that a mirror? Didn't even know that one was there. There's mirrors all over if you know where to look for them. We're going to keep those spare because we need to go back and forth in time quite a lot to undo all of these mistakes. I need to find out from Eva the details of the walk. Okay, fine. Can't believe that this is what I'm reduced to. Running around looking for a bloody bull. Fine. We've wasted so much time. Have I seen Eva in the Stillwater Courtyard before? Hello? You never normally leave the... You can't leave. How did you leave? You're in the still... Eva, you should be stuck in the Stillwater, shouldn't you? How did you get out?
Тебе не кажется, что я как будто выцвела?
I've forgotten how good it can be here.
It's strange to see you outside. I suppose you do cross the threshold sometimes, but never when I'm here.
I'm worried about Bacchio. The woman took him out a long time ago and she still hasn't come back. Where could they be? You haven't seen them, have you?
I don't like this. That bull is our chance to learn something about the plague. I'd hate to lose him before the experiment's finished.
Something could have happened to him. The city isn't safe these days. But where should we even look? The woman, Marta, lives in the Skinners' second house down the main street. Maybe her family knows something? I'll go. That's a long way to go.
Город шурчит.
So she's the neighbor of the man that was the neighbor of that first patient that we had all those moons ago. I want you all to leave me be.
Мало мы вас вешали, брат.
Okay. I am sorry to bother. Truly. Well, I'll be damned. You got quite the knack for it. Where'd you learn to swing a knife like that? Quick as a tick, slice, slice, and into the fire it goes. Why, I was still a snot-nosed brat when I did a stint at the abattoir. Didn't you? Didn't know? I thought it was sorry. Didn't you know? I thought I was a soft city bred oaf, did you? I never told you. You couldn't stomach the steppe folk in those days, nor them nor anyone who rubbed shoulders with them. And don't forget, see, it remembers its bloody work. Once you've cut living flesh with a blade, it isn't something you piss away. Couldn't stomach us? Be a tigje yadana, black heart to you. Still, I reckon half your kin are beasts through and through. When trouble comes, you know, that's when folk show their worth. Take you, sugar. Without you, we wouldn't be feasting tonight. If you hadn't taught me that little whistle, the one any bull would follow. Are you Marta? You took the bull from the Stillwater. I've come to take him back. Oh, Doctor, good day to you. Your bull, he ran away. I don't whistle that well. Once he comes, next time it won't. And the poor bull kept up between four walls so long, as soon as it sniffed freedom, off he went. You're clearly lying. What are you feasting on, beef? It's bull's meat. Bukhda debdi. He fulfilled his fate. Saved those who needed it. He saved us all, Teria Barba. Saved us from hunger with his own flesh. He didn't save you, he was infected with plague. Now you're talking rubbish. Bulls don't get sick, everybody knows that. Bodo protects bulls. She olgoigoish. Bodo loves bulls. We'll see about that, whether symptoms appear or not. I don't regret a thing. My belly's been hollow as a drum all week. Better to die full than like that. Well, you're button heads with the plague, battering down the town with your laws. We're dropping from hunger quicker than your damn plague. Get the hell out! Easy enough to throw threats around when your gut's full, eh? Ain't you ashamed? You lot down in your Stillwater, you eat fresh bread and butter, don't you? I know. My brother signed on with you as an orderly. Runs errands and that bird mask says you got it easy in there. What bread? What butter? I don't remember when I last... Did your brother, the orderly, ever mention that the bull in the Stillwater was there for experimental purposes? What purposes? A rich man's fancy keeping a bull at the house. I just remembered. My brother, the orderly, said the city doctor wanted to check if the bulls truly don't get sick, or if it's rubbish or something. So that means we ate plague meat, didn't we? Yes, plague meat indeed, and we'll need to see how that affects you. You want to lock us up? Is this quarantine or prison? Bull's name is Bakio, by the way. He was my friend. That a lesson for you, Doctor, then. If you don't feed the people will start eating your friends. Is that a parable or something? I'll mull it over at my leisure. Scary this is. We tried so hard not to get sick, and now... this. Here's how it will be. I'll wait for your orderly brother and his colleagues. They will escort you to an isolation ward, the Prosectorium The warehouses should do. It's empty anyway. I'll drop by later when I have the time.
Why would we do what you say?
You may be a danger to others. Also, staying under observation is your chance to have a kinder death with less suffering. Idiotic. Very well, we go back in time to rescue our bull. I think having the bull alive is more important. Because this is idiotic. Truly. Let's go and deal with other stuff. Fuck off.
Брат, стой.
Nothing goes well, does it? Nothing goes well. Nothing ever goes well. Okay, let's go and collect what we can. Nuts. Nothing's going according to plan at all. Everything's getting messed up. Well, that's a surefire. That's not. I don't want to get burned by the flamethrowers. I can't believe I fucked everything up. Again. Am I such an idiot? Let's go. Let's deal with everything else that we can. We can fix what we lost. We just need time. Strychnine crystals. No, none of this is of value to me right now.
Знакомое лицо. И голос, и запах. Вкусный.
Finally turn insomniac, and walking or swimming, the dreams of one hemisphere, heads, swarm with the nightmares, the dark, the sinister play of its opposite, tails. This piece of poetry is utter nonsense. I like him, though. And Daniil, you approach me so quietly, like a shadow flickering deep within a mirror. Tell me this, since you're here. Do mirrors frighten you? Has something happened? You seem unlike yourself today, Miria. You haven't heard. Olgimsky Sr. has announced that he is stepping down and transferring his power to his daughter. Pfft. But Capella is still a child. How can she replace Olgimsky? That is of no concern here. The only power Olgimsky can pass on to her is his earthly power, and that's not the one that truly matters. But now, the ruling families must formally acknowledge Capella, and for me, that is unthinkable. One mistress cannot bow to another. Can Capella be truly both heir and mistress at the same time? I thought you preferred to keep earthly and spiritual authority separate. To be honest, I'm perplexed myself. This has never happened before. It is a contradiction. Here's what I need you to do. Take my ring and deliver it to the lump. I thought long and hard and decided this is the only proper way to do it. I could do it, but why me? Why not send the ring with one of your many people? The new ruler must be honored by all other authorities, earthly, spiritual, and transitory. Like it or not, Daniil, while you direct the fight against the epidemic, you are one of us. Then you too must pay a visit to the Olginskis since you claim spiritual authority. I told you already that I would have done so myself had Capella not possessed the gift of a mistress. Between mistresses the strings of the world are drawn so tight that they ring and cry out at the slightest movement. Therefore I will remain still, and you will act as my representative. I am but a stranger in your town. Are you certain my presence would be appropriate? When the town is in trouble, the heads of the families temporarily delegate part of their power to an outsider. This is what transitory power is. That is you, Daniil. Stop pretending that you haven't slipped beneath this town's skin. What exactly is required of me? Just deliver your ring to Capella? If you are worthy of the power entrusted to you, you will find the answer yourself. Ah, you've cornered me, and I cannot afford to disappoint you, Miriam. Rats. Well. This isn't something that will take us necessarily a super long time to do. It's doable. We can manage this. We need to redo this day anyway, like. I need to memorize all the mirrors around town because I'm going to need them a lot. We're going to have to restore a lot of amalgam at the end of the next little bit because, oof, boy. Things are going to go very wrong very quickly. Now that is a very nice hall. I need to remember that this is here because I don't have the inventory space to afford to fuck around. Because the day is about to end, and if I do, as I have done in previous days, I will lose a chunk of my inventory slots. It will just be burned into the ether. So no, we will not loot that right now, but we will remember it for the future. Though it's always useful to have more calomel. Right, this will do for now. This will do for now. Whoa. Whoa.
Главное в амбаре хороший замок.
So then, busy bees. Happy now that I finally step aside. Tradition demands I give a speech. You know me, I'm not fond of doing the word thing. Not by trade. I'll put it simply. I nursed you like small children, watched over you, and now, that's it. Time has come. Time to go.
How can that be, boss? What will we do without you? The people listen only to you. Everything rests on you, on your shoulders. Ike gash dol, woe upon our heads.
One wonders, do they truly feel that, or is that mere bootlicking?
But the boss's word is law, even if that word is farewell. Buka utanatai baegti.
Shush, shush, I said so loud, like a bunch of hungry nestlings.
Know this. You have a new mistress now. Don't dare whisper in your little corners that she's too young. She's the one to surpass me. Listen to her now, she knows better than I. How to put words together.
Shene zen, shene ajabaidal.
Does Capella understand the steppe language, by the way?
Quiet. Everyone be silent. The mistress speaks now.
Thank you. My mother used to say that the fate of a mistress is to hear the town and its people. I once thought that she meant some secret mystical destiny, but now I understand. I was mistaken. Public rejection of superstition, quite unexpected. My mother taught me this. If you give a hungry person a piece of bread and a kind word, the word will be dearer to them than the bread. But if you give them the word and no bread, they will come to hate kindness. I intend to be a mistress who gives you bread, not words. I feel like I've heard someone say that before.
Why, bachelor, do you disagree? The people must be fed, and not just with sweet talk. Softly now, let my daughter finish.
I agree, but one does not make bread out of agreement alone. Now I am responsible for the town, and I will not allow my people to starve. I know what many of you are thinking, that I am naive, that I am making promises I cannot keep, but I am no dreamer. I am the daughter of a man who built an enterprise in a quiet town that fed a third of the country with meat, and I will be worthy of my father.
Glory to both, Vlad. Glory to young Victoria. Praise them both.
Praise to the boss. Taking the 5 loaves and the 2 fish and looking up to heaven, she gave thanks and broke them and gave them to the people. Taya Taichik. I wasn't expected to see you here, of all people. The Mother Superior. Huh. Jegataikon. Go ask them if they have oat talk today. I like it sweet, and when the dough isn't burnt. When it's all crusty, it's amagdi. Ask who? Them. They have a celebration today. Shukaudor. Or there's a celebration, there's always to hand out sweets. That's Hunbulk and Mendere. I'm not sure this can be called a celebration. Do you know who I am? I'm going to be the mistress of the bulls. All the bulls, big and small. And you're a master too. Master of birds. Of coughing. You like looking at naked people. I am a physician, yes. How did you know? You talk so funny, Jegtaekun, like a birdie chirping. And you hop from branch to branch too. You hop and you skip, hop and skip. I can tell right away, you're the big bird. Where I come from, they say birds love shiny things. Jegtaekun. I don't have any shinies with me. Nothing to give you as a gift. Huh. Well, when I was a child, my mother used to call me a little magpie because I was very curious. But that was a long time ago. Do you like Capella's celebration? When we have a celebration of our own, we slaughter a bull, dance and have fun until the moon comes out, and drink the bull's blood. I love dancing. When I was a child, I didn't like holidays or celebrations. I wanted to lock myself away, read books, and not endure all that noise and chatter. Feeling fucking called out here. The kin deserve a celebration. The old warden died on the 9th day. Me and the new warden, we're orphans now. Let us have a celebration at least. Orphans? You're Barak's sister then? I was not aware. You're so funny. We're all family. One body, all of us. Nege Hubi Zayan. And anyway, when I grow up, I'll marry the new warden. He's the kindest and the most cheerful. In the kin, everyone takes turns entertaining me, so I know who's best. Huh. You'll change your mind. When you grow up, he'll be kind, cheerful, and old. Fascinating. I wasn't expecting to meet her here.
Душа понемногу выходит с дыханием.
Dankovsky.
Надо просто реже дышать. И не глубоко.
You're here as well. Remarkable. I've never seen so many people in this place. Someone's always coming to see my father, but now it feels as though the entire town is assembled here. The kin have a saying for this. There's nowhere for a bull to set its hoof.
To gather a crowd in a cramped space during an epidemic, what a splendid idea. Why did your father choose today, of all days, to announce his heir? It's not like anyone's dying anytime soon.
He will never admit it, but I believe it's because of me. It's because of me that he quickly gathered everyone and presented Capella to them. He said not a single harsh word to me, yet deep down he believes I betrayed him.
Betrayed him?
Me leaving to join Maria. Me leaving to join the Canes and their ambitions. He took that very badly. Very badly indeed. He doesn't show it, and yet I can see that he is deeply disappointed.
And doesn't it wound you to watch your father place power in your sister's hands?
Are you joking, Dankovsky? I'm relieved. This cup has passed me by. I believe that if not for Maria, I might not have lived to see this day. The role of her weighed on me that heavily. To you, I'll admit it, I was on the edge.
I'll admit something in return. I'm glad that you didn't cross that edge, that you're alive at all. Much as I think you've been an arsehole. I don't want to see you dead. And I understand your choices about the cemetery were made with intentions, perhaps good intentions, even if they were fucking disastrous. Power should never be placed in your hands, and at least you recognize that.
God. Thank you. But I fear your rational mind would recoil in bewilderment if you knew what I nearly did.
I know. And now what? What will you do next, Vlad?
I thought I'd already accomplished much, though in truth I was merely floundering, trying to escape the enormous shadow cast by my father. It was Maria and her alone that showed me a way out, when she explained to me that utopia was real, and that one could move toward it without treading on the bones of the weak. I will follow her.
You'll follow Maria, then? Escape your father's shadow just to be in another?
It's a shadow I've chosen myself.
Perhaps. But never mind. All the best to you. That makes me actually quite sad.
Кровь города — это не вымысел и не степные обряды. Кровь города — это люди.
So much fuss, so much noise. I received my inheritance less than an hour ago, and I see how much needs to be changed. My father knew how to pacify people, but his affairs he sometimes conducted carelessly, didn't pay attention to details. Which affairs exactly? What do you plan to do? I can already see how ledgers for town provisions are a mess. That must be corrected as soon as possible. Humanitarian matters come first. My father's aides are already panicking and squirming. I will teach them to work, and I will learn myself. Are you certain you want this? It sounds rather dreary, to be honest. You understand nothing about it as living soul. My family's blood runs through my veins, and now I must live up to that. You even sound like your father now, a little more, and you'll be breathing the same way, heavily, as if ever through a struggle. Your father probably needs antihypertensives, and maybe some furosemide. Strength belongs to those who want to achieve everything through struggle. I was taught that from the cradle to live like that. Thank you for coming, Dankovsky. Since you've been granted temporary authority in the city, I need your signature here. My inheritance rights must be officially formalized. Dankovsky. You never used to call me that. It's almost sad. Did we finish that quest? Yes. Well. Allocate food distribution. Well, that's good actually. Only feel slightly guilty for the various things that I've made a mess of today, but it's fine. But it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Let's undo these problems. Some deaths to undo. We can undo these deaths. I wish there was a way to undo this. There must be a way to undo this. That is a problem. That becoming a long-term issue is a problem given that's glitched. Rats! How many more times must I go back? Okay. It's already getting very late. We need to get back to the Stillwater. We also need to figure out what the fuck is going on with that dead guard. And we also need to go back to day 3, evidently. We've got a lot to do. What do you want?
Sorry, Daniil Dankovsky. Word from the Inquisitor. He's expecting you at the cathedral.
For the second time today, what does he want?
It's about that street in the atrium he ordered to close down. The Inquisitor specifically pointed out that on this occasion he was willing to wait until the evening.
Fine, I'll come. What does he want? Okay, let's go. Let's find out. There's so many things that we need to undo and redo, and I wish I could have fixed day 7. Fuck it, Kaminsky can take priority for once. For once.
Все важное и интересное, на что мы способны, больше нас. А значит, никто из нас себе не принадлежит.
I've been expecting you, Dankovsky. I wanted to say that I am, well, thank you for closing off that street in the atrium for the residents. I'm glad that your understanding of quarantine measures goes beyond contagion. I admit I'm surprised that you haven't closed off yourself, seeing as you showed no mercy to Victor Kane, the instigator, as you called it, of an attempt on reality. There was no need. I knew I could count on you to close off the street. You have my gratitude. Citizens should not be taking walks that destroy the very matter of the future. This is mind-boggling. I've been studying impossible structures for many years, but I've never seen anything like this before. Is that it? You just wanted to say thank you? That's hard to believe. Ever since you closed off the street, I've been digging deeper into the matter. I was able to provide some of my theories. I would like to know your opinion. Consider this a request for consultation. I consult on medical matters only. Where does it hurt? Was your curiosity piqued too hard? I need your medical advice. Could you list, let's say, traits that make persons disposed to efficient strolls down that street in the atrium? And, conversely, traits that make them indisposed? Forgive me, but didn't you just say that the street was destroying the very matter of the future and that you thanked me for closing it off? That street is dangerous, criminal. Like this whole town, really. The fate of the town is not sealed, but did you see the artillery? It is not impossible that one day it might rain death upon that street in the atrium. If that happens, its phenomenon will be buried under heaps of rubble. Can you not give orders to the army with all your inquisitorial authority? Can you just tell them where to aim their guns? If to aim them at all? You're a man of culture. You should know better. If there's a gun hanging on the wall... Yes, I can exercise my influence. I will reign in the military. Have you heard of Chekhov, Dankovsky? Unfortunately, one cannot stash an entire street in their pocket. How I would have loved to take it to the capital. What are you trying to achieve? You are a man of science, Dankovsky, are you not? Sure, this is not your field of study, but would you not transcend those limitations? It is an impossible structure that we're talking about, something that goes beyond the laws, and the law, as we know it. Don't you prosecute anything that breaks the law? Isn't this what you claimed the day you arrived? Prosecute? I prefer the word pursue. Like a hunter, pursuing game. No. I'm afraid you missed the point. An impossible structure has been created and we have no right to cancel and destroy it. The most sensible thing to do would be to study its nature thoroughly and put it to good use. Serving the law, naturally. How can something that breaks the law serve it at the same time? But we digress. Will you assist me, Dankovsky? Will you select subjects fit for my experiment? I looked for someone already affected by the street, but alas, some were killed by the plague, others took their own lives, or lost their mind. They are useless for interrogation. I need someone who can testify. I have a patient in my hospital. Amelia is her name. She studies botany and she accidentally took a stroll down that street. Exciting news. I take it she's got the plague but is not contagious. Will you, as her physician, permit me to interview this patient about the street and the atrium with the accompanying matters? I would prefer not to allow you to access anybody, Inquisitor, but I sense that you're not going to leave us alone until you've had your fill. So, why not? Go ahead, just don't interrupt her treatment. Without it, she will die, and you are very lucky that she is alive. I thank you, Dankovsky, for your contribution into the study of impossible structures. Please be gentle with her. Oh, you would have experimented on her, and you are so lucky. You are so lucky, you little bastard. He was going to get you. Okay. How many more matters to attend to today? A few more. A few more. Quite a few more. We actually have quite a lot more, but we can... We can at least... Let's go tend to that. That seems much more interesting to me. If we can even reach there in time, which I doubt that we can, actually. No, we have not got the time. Rats. Let's prepare ourselves, then. We have the Valerian extract. We have the Meridorm. This should be enough. We just need to... Ah! I can get some more over here. If I get enough, then when we redo this day, I might be able to save her. What's going on here?
Good day, Mr. Bachelor, sir. The exchange is underway. We've been collecting meds. Not to say we're making rapid progress, but look, we've already got several crates of the stuff. It's an easy choice to make. People have to burn something for heat, after all.
Picked out some nice logs for yourself, did you? I guess you wouldn't be freezing. Stuff over here, though, it's all rotten. You'd better burn cow patties than this.
What do you mean, rotten? Are you distributing rotten firewood here? It's perfectly good firewood, so what's a little damp on one side?
It's your conscience that's damp on one side, you dung beetle. Just look at these logs, that's dry rot. There's wood lice in there.
If you get rotten firewood, please ask for a replacement.
Replacement with what? Rotten wood for rotten wood? Taking advantage of people like that's enough to cost you your humanity.
If you have complaints, file them at the town hall. They'll consider them.
Been there already. You don't listen to when people speak to you like a human being. Well, you listen well enough when you're hanging from a lamppost.
One condition, let me choose the lamppost myself. I wouldn't want to end up someplace on the edge of town.
I'm sorry. I'm trying.
We don't have much time.
I just need an exchange, that's all. Kid, where are you?
Okay. Good. Maridorm. Yep, that'll do. No more places on the map for those crystals to tell me about, so I think we're okay for now. Very well. This will be enough to keep us going, I suppose. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I do think we've made an awful mess, but... Morphine is fine. It's probably best for us to not have that much morphine in our pockets. We have a lot to do. And I don't want to accidentally give Maria morphine, because she's a morphine addict, and I think that's going to just cause... Well, that'll kill her. Let's go back. Let's try to figure this out. The theatre, once more.
Я с самого начала поняла, что никуда он от нас не уедет. Что он здесь теперь навсегда. А это значит, придется его как-то втискивать. Потесниться, чтобы он мог гнездо среди нас устроить. Ну, и влюбилась, конечно, сразу. Я такого всю жизнь ждала. Сразу поняла. Никто не заменит Симона. Только он.
-1. Когда нас было 3, все же было как-то целее.
3. Красивое число. 3 правды, 3 пути, 3 ответа.
Ну вот он умер. Это сойдет за один из путей? Тоже ведь в своем роде ответ?
Он не с песчанкой, а со смертью боролся. Так что, может, и так. Полез за ней прямо в ее берлогу.
I will do a recording at the very end of this Let's Play of all of the theatre scenes in English for those of us that are not Russian speakers. I'm only a partial Russian speaker in that I can understand, but not as well as I would like. It's part of why I want to keep it in Russian, because I want to. It's a way of helping me learn the language better, which I'm still not very good at all.
Завтра не настанет, если ты не захочешь. Возвращайся домой.
I don't like soldiers. No matter where they march, they're marching towards death, even if it's their own. I don't like them either. All the day, the steppe people have been murmuring that the soldiers brought enough blood on their boots to turn the grass under the polyhedron red. What? The locals love their tall tales too much. This is not a tall tale. The wind brought a scent of blood to my window. For some reason, pardon, I thought that when you return, you would tell me what it was. I'll go and check, and I'd rather find out today, not tomorrow. Thank you for telling me I made a mess, Eva. I know I did. I will go and fix it. I promise. And back we go. Let's undo what we've made a mess of. We can fix this. What?
В мои лета не должно сметь свое суждение иметь.
Have you truly never led an inquiry yourself, invaluable bachelor? You wield with mastery techniques ordinarily possessed by investigators.
You mean my ability to build logical sequences? That's not a talent, it's merely a cultivated mind.
No, science often resembles detective work. We're speaking of something else. Sometimes the one who asks questions does so out of sequence. The respondent becomes confused and gives himself away in a lie. It's an effective approach, if imperfect, but you turned it against me by seizing the initiative. You leap from day to day. I tried to speak in order, and you yourself wouldn't allow it. And you're a real chameleon, altering yourself according to circumstance. First you drowned me in the minutiae of each step, now you aim to induce vertigo by leaping from one thing to the next. I misjudged you, dear bachelor.
So, may I continue? A doctor. Forgive me, we need a doctor urgently at once.
Now, outsiders may enter this room, only with special permission. Step out and shut the door after you.
Oh no, forgive me, for God's sake, I would never. But someone's dying. I've been pounding on every door and there's nobody. You got Dr. Dankovsky in here. Everyone knows who you're interrogating. I mean, who you're talking to.
Yes. You're a clerk, an employee, aren't you? You check passes, you record visitors. I've seen you at the desk by the entrance. So what is it then? There's not one more doctor in the whole main building of this institute.
Inspector, you heard him. Someone is dying. Yes, I'm posted at the entrance. Now a man just staggered in. I'm no doctor myself, but yes, I've seen enough in the course of service. I think the situation's critical.
What an incredible confluence of services. Miraculous, I would say. Bear in mind, dear bachelor, if this is an attempt to arrange an escape, you may well succeed. Security here is built on nothing but trust. So it won't be you who pays the price, but your colleagues from Thanatica. Fortunately, they are in plain view. Yes, your threats scare me so much I'm shaking. So may I leave to save a life? By the law of service to life, any doctor, even condemned to execution, is indeed obliged to aid one in need, if there is no other doctor, and I am obliged to give you that opportunity. Go. Regarding an escape, I've made myself clear.
Perhaps it's your own ruse, a provocation.
You've unmasked my psychological manipulation, and therefore needn't hurry anywhere now.
Doctor, you know me. Why would I do such a thing? Man's in a bad way, I swear.
All right. Lead the way.
My dear Bachelor Dankovsky, I was dismayed to learn that the powers that be intend to shut down the laboratory that earned its renown through your thanatology research. Is it true that they branded your work scientific extremism? If some deem the study of death, aging, and necrosis futile, I have found a case that will silence them and restore your good name. Simon Kane, the ruler of this town, is a living example of inexplicable longevity. Come at once. This discovery could be a sensation, save your lab, and bring you fame. Your faithful colleague, Isidore Burak. Yes, I have already spoken to Simon. He agreed to assist a scholar of your renown in this endeavor. We have a great respect for your daring ideas and far-fetched projects.
Oh well.
Thank you, Doctor. At first he was calm, and then he just went berserk, started shouting at us not to touch him, not to come close. He's coughing hard.
Why did you bring me to the morgue?
Let me tell you how it happened. A man stumbles in, shaking, barely on his feet, wanted to tell me something but couldn't string two words together. I open the logbook to see which of the doctors is closer so I can run to them. He's already heading off somewhere, so I go after him, and he goes straight to the morgue like it's on purpose, and walks with such confidence, like he knows where to turn. In our corridors of all places.
So he knows his way around the institute.
Seems so. In short, Dr. Dankovsky, he's here somewhere in the morgue. I shut the door after him just in case. I don't know what you might need, but there should be medicines in the cabinets. If you need something, I'm right here.
Thank you. You've more of a physician's spirit than certain colleagues of mine with titles to their names. Just in case. Just in case. I don't fully trust that this is still normal, that we're not wandering into some trap. Excuse me? What? Fuck you. Bizarre turn of events. Nothing over here, is there, before we continue on? No, there is not. Very well.
A doctor. I need a doctor with a degree. Had enough folk healers.
So that's why you came to the institute? You wanted scholars, not ordinary doctors?
Medicum morbo adhibere.
Adhibe. Please. Is he correcting him? Please focus. It's very important that you answer my questions.
This illness, the scientific world must know. Tell them about me.
Those rags. You weren't in the town on Gorkon River.
3 years ago, a cure for typhus was found. 4 years ago for the Blue Death. A year ago for a strain of smallpox. Science is all-powerful. Self-deception, self-persuasion, idiot. What an idiot I was.
You came for me personally. You're quoting my article. Once more.
Late-stage fever. The insides are deeply affected.
A moment. I have to see for myself.
No chronic illnesses, but utterly exhausted.
Thank you. You answer like a physician. Wait. Extensive ichthyosis, purulent abscesses, dehydration, emaciation, sand-colored skin, heart failure. Is this what they call sand pest? Everything's falling apart. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this gives me I have a very bad feeling about this.
Day 9, in which Bachelor Dankovsky.
Please no.
Very contagious. That's why the morgue. There are no living unless they rise again. They never lock the doors properly.
What will I see if I unwrap the rags from your face?
Sometimes it seemed I was looking at myself from the outside. Dissociation. Delirium. It devours everything in its path. No cure, no vaccine. The incubation period.
I know the incubation period. How did you get here? How did you travel? Who did you contact in the capital? How many might be infected because of you?
Day 9, in which I don't remember. What's wrong with your face?
My face.
Mine's an ordinary face, like anyone from the Institute. The 9th day, in which the soul slips from the body. Rest. The 9th day, in which I might have been saved. There are arrows on the door.
Something happened to you on the 9th day?
To enter for the first time a room you've already been in.
I entered the Focus, Simon Kane's office, but on the 2nd day.
Day 9, in which Bachelor Dankovsky, day 9, which Bachelor Dankovsky enters for the first time a room he's already been in. When rest releases the old memory, a new one may unfold there.
Wait, I think if I understand. If my visit on day 2 is forgotten, the visit on day 9 becomes the first.
Memory. Memory. It's all that matters.
What about plague in the capital? Hundreds of thousands dead. I can't erase the past. I know who you are. The rags. The Latin. The faith in science. And you know where the morgue is. I won't uncover your face. I will erase you, the capital's patient zero.
Euthanasia. Erase me. Forget.
And then the plague won't come to the capital. It won't. Farewell. Medicum morbo adhibere. Goodbye, Dr. Dankovsky. Do I have to go back and undo day 2? Very well. What else do we need to undo? This is the beginning of what we undo, but we're going to have to come back several times to undo quite a lot of things. Let's go. Right. We're going to save Katarina this time.
Как будто вещи живут. Живое. Какое все живое.
Let's go.
У меня все-таки есть наследник. Это наш город.
We mustn't waste time. Lead the way.
Ненавижу знать.
Here we go.
От знати и знания одни беды.
Теперь понимаешь, к чему все это шло?
Okay. Fine.
Да.
Here we go. And now we're going to try and save her life, and we're going to do it properly this time. Hold fast for your wife's sake.
Полно шутить, сказал волк капкану. Отпусти лапу-то.
Я чую, что где-то течь.
Okay. Let's not fuck it up like last time, so... Yulia. Let's go to get Yulia's blood. And pray that's gonna work. Prayers that this will work. Shit. This is a bad idea. Quick, find something depressing.
Фантазии у вас, Данковский.
That didn't help at all. Okay, this isn't working. I'm just gonna pray that's ticked down enough. This probably isn't quite enough, but hey ho, let's just try it again. I don't care. Let's go, let's go. But I need this for the surgery. Shit. I can see something depressing just over here. It's there, it's in there. Haha, haha, fuck, ow, don't care.
Никогда не один. Всюду
This
вещи.
is good enough, this is good enough, this is good enough. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Да?
You look as if you want to ask something, but don't know where to begin. What is it? Have you heard of the blood types? Given your learning, you might have. Perhaps you even know your own? Yes, I had read about the discovery, but only here in this town. Even had I wished to take part in experimental testing, and no opportunity, so alas, I do not know. Would you like to find out? Dankovsky, I won't believe you're offering an analysis out of pure scientific curiosity. You aren't that sort of man. And these aren't the times for it. Why do you need my blood? I have a patient who requires transfusion, and I am looking for a compatible donor. Sad irony, to die in an epidemic, but not of plague. What ails her? I cannot say. A delicate matter. A medical confidentiality. Why all the secrecy? This town is small. No matter how hard one tries to hide something, it always shows. I assume your patient is Katerina Saburova. Saburov doesn't want the town to gossip, but I ask you to keep this confidential. I detest gossip, Dankovsky, and those who spread it I detest even more, rest assured. Still, I warned you this town is small, the truth will out. If you keep silent, that will already be of use. I'd rather not stumble into a scandal. Katerina was never warm or generous with people. Yet once a friend of mine from the Anir attacks, also an engineer, was inspecting abandoned buildings before demolition. She was surrounded by swarms of rats. Katerina somehow learned of it and drove him off. By that same mistress's power. I suppose you say she needs donor blood. I agree. Thank you, Yulia. I can check Eva. Okay, Eva's the last one. Let's go.
Видел бы меня сейчас Стельман. Ему бы и клеветать не пришлось.
Oh, this is gonna be... We're wasting a lot of time. I don't think she's gonna be alive by the time we're done with this. Eva, where are you? Eva. Eva. Eva.
Надо ходить тише. Не стоит тревожить землю.
How's Katerina? I heard your conversation with Sabarov, you know. Drafts play tricks on the Stillwater, carrying voices from one room to another, even between floors. Or perhaps it isn't drafts at all. Since you mentioned Katerina yourself, I'll ask directly. Would you agree to be her blood donor? Am I even a match? Somehow it feels like mixing champagne with cognac. You make me laugh. Champagne indeed. May I take a sample? Of course, but what if we don't match after all? Don't ask. I'm already afraid of how little time there is, how great the risk. Very well. Four vials, let's go. Yulia. I'll head to the rod as soon as possible. Well, let's go, let's go, let's go. I should probably be a little bit more depressed before I go.
Мезофония, Dankovsky.
Because that's just asking for trouble. Here's to hope. Here's to prayers. Let's go. We can save her. We can save her. We need several physicians for this. We need an anesthetist and we need a surgeon. I can be the anesthetist. It's closer to what I do in my real work anyway. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Every time someone lies on a deathbed, one of the living looks straight at me. How strange it is to feel the gaze of someone still alive. I have looked at you before in real life. Gonna need a minute. There's a lot of folks, a lot of professions that develop superstitions. Tends to be ones that have a lot of unpredictability in their lives. Sailors are, of course, notoriously superstitious. Physicians, especially emergency physicians, are similar. I am no different to that. I have certainly seen things that seem strange. I have certainly felt the presence of death shortly before people have died. I got used to that in COVID. We're going to move on. I know you. You've been walking in my footsteps for a long time now. You're the very fool who believes he's been fighting me. I won't let you take Katerina. She won't die today. I remember a tribe of fire worshippers. They tried to fight the night. The moment the sun went down, those fools would set their spears aflame and hurl them at the moon. They thought they could drive the night away forever. Their daily failures never troubled them. You remind me of them. Sophistry. You want to convince me I shouldn't fight you, but it won't work. Do you know what became of those fire worshippers? They died by their own hand. More precisely, by their own spears. The spears they hurled at the moon fell back to Earth and set the forest ablaze. That is what happens when you fight what is natural. What you cannot accept. Spare me your fables, I'm busy. I'm operating on Katerina Savarova. You speak as though I want to take her. No, I'm not here because I need her. I'm here because that is the order of things. I see you've called for help. One who knows how to cut and stitch living flesh. Very well. I wish you luck throwing spears at the moon. Baraki is a surgeon. They say he's even more gifted than his late father. He has the steadiest hands in this town. You should know better than anyone that he can slit a throat between heartbeats, and he is on my side. Is that all you're counting on, a colleague's aid? Show me all you have to your name. Let us weigh your chances. An operation isn't a game of chance. It depends on skill, not luck. Are you so sure of yourself? Very well, let us go down the list. You're not a surgeon, but were you even competent in your own hospital? How many plague nests did you extinguish? Did you find a donor? Did you manage to numb your patient properly? All of this carries weight. Fine. Bring out your cursed metaphorical scales. You prepared well for our meeting. You were useful in your little toy hospital, and you didn't let the plague raise its head in the town, stamping out its nests. You have something to place on the scales, but will it be enough to outweigh my burden? How petty you are. I see you managed to numb your patient to find the proper dose, and that is no small feat with her fondness for morphine. You know the scales have tipped in your favor, and I applaud you. Draw on your own experience, were you? You're not one to judge me. You found a donor. Well, well. You may put that on the scales. Someone else's blood, not your own. No one would quench your thirst for blood. Now we may tally what you have to hope for. Shall I show you your riches? The riches which you dared to bargain for this life by hanging by a thread. I won't be more prepared today than I am now. Go on. Show me. Let's read each of these, actually, before we go on. Egg. It seems as if a baby crying can be heard from the inside, the most precious item. How to balance the scales to obtain it. Shell. It is hollow inside. Needle. My temples ache from looking at it, but the thread is intact. Bandages. The blood is dried and reeks of pus. Medical knowledge is always with me. I can't get everything. You are a tricky one, aren't you? Bastards. How do I... I can't. This is tricky, but the thread is intact. Piss. It wasn't enough. You fought so hard to keep her, and what now? You've trapped her inside her own body. She's in a coma, but why? What did I do wrong? You turned her body into a prison with your own hands. If not for you, she would be free. I hope you're satisfied. I can fix this, I'll try again. No. No, I...
Тебе будет трудно привыкнуть к местным обычаям.
Sorrowful, Ainon. Her life has run out, and even Bodhi will show no mercy.
She's in a coma, but even that is better than death.
Is it? Better how?
She may still wake. People do come out of comas. Such cases are quite common.
You're lying to now, physician, me or yourself. There's Mach and there's Setgil. The world of flesh and the world of soul. Mach must submit to Setgil. When Mach prevails, the flesh takes the soul captive. That's the cruelest fate. She must be set free.
What do you mean, set free? Are you suggesting I kill her?
Flesh must not imprison the soul. As is by beguile and bus against nature.
It's not for you to decide, nor for me. Her husband will decide.
Такая вот хирургия. Правду матку резать, душу к кишкам пришивать.
We knew the chances were slim, and still, until the very end, it felt like we were holding it together. Thank you for agreeing to help, Ruben. Surgeon's hand must be steady. I saw your hands trembling, Dankovsky. You shouldn't be operating. I never sorted out, you know. Circumstances forced me.
Что?
You know, while the blood was leaving me, I thought I felt a thread winding around my hand. A thread of fate, perhaps. One never knows. Since then, I worry about Katharina more than I would have thought possible. So don't delay, Dankovsky. I just like it when doctors circle the truth, say it plainly. How did the operation go? Thank you for giving your blood, Yulia. Katharina is unconscious for now. I do not yet know whether she will return at all, but I know this. Without you, it would have been worse. We crossed paths in the street a few days ago. Quite by chance. She asked something harmless, how I was, or something like that. And I answered too sharply without thinking. I hope those weren't the last words I spoke to her. You shared your blood with her. I'm certain that should outweigh any sharpness.
Человек человеку, ворон.
So much blood. It will soak into the floorboards and remind me of this day forever. The blood on the floor, Separov, isn't the worst trouble right now. What happened? How'd it go? Something went wrong. She stopped breathing in the middle of the operation. She's breathing now. Does that mean she's all right? She's breathing, but she doesn't respond to external stimuli. It's a coma. She'll recover, won't she? I don't know. How can you call yourself a doctor if you don't know? You just cut her open. There's blood everywhere, and you don't know. You don't know. Have the courage to say it plainly. Don't look away. Katharina's alive and she needs care. She can still pull through. People do come out of comas, but I can't give you a prognosis. This condition is poorly understood. Get out. Get out before... Let's go. Say nothing. Leave me with her. As you wish. Not good enough. Where's the clock? Where's the bloody clock? What are you doing here? No, where's the clock? I need the clock. We're going back. We're redoing this. Or not, I guess. Wait, citizen. Do you have a moment to talk about hygiene? What? Liza, you're saying it wrong. We don't ask them. We're enforcing a decree. According to today's decree, all citizens must be informed about hygiene rules during the academic. Impressive. I just issued the decree and agitators are already out in the streets. Sandpest is a zoonotic natural focal highly dangerous bacterial infectious disease classified as a group 1 pathogen. It presents with extremely severe general condition, fever, skin lesions, lymph nodes, lungs, and other internal organs, often resulting in sepsis. Stand aside, you're wasting my time. Methods for prevent... Enough already. Hey, citizen, you being cheeky with me? So he's being cheeky with me now. Oh, absolutely cheeky. Look at this chill. We report you to higher ups the right way. Yeah. Go ahead. Report to your heart's decree. Oh, where was I? Oh, yes, you interrupted me. I'll have to start over. Sandpest is zoonotic... Oh my god, are you kidding me? Enough, I'm leaving. That was the most inopportune possible time. We're going back, we're redoing this. I refuse to accept this fate. I did everything right. I did everything possible right. Why is it not enough? I don't... We redo this over and over until things are better. I do not accept. I do not accept. There must be a way to balance this. I will not rest until we are done.
За вкус не ручаюсь, а горячо будет.
Let's go.
Что?
Let's go. Let's do this. Oh, fuck's sake. It was already a disaster. I need something depressing right now. Fuck off, army men. Is there nothing depressing around here that I can stim on? I know there must be. There must be. They're over here.
Никогда не один. Всюду вещи.
Let's go. Fine.
Я говорила с ней.
Okay.
Со степным големом. У нее голос.
Okay. We've done everything previously. We just need to do it again this time around, and we will get her out of this. Okay.
Сейчас у меня связаны руки. Вам повезло.
Без жирного на шее дна не достать.
Бенде.
Okay.
Alright, here we go. Get to the point, Oinon. Will you let me into the operation? Of course. Yes, get ready. We will begin shortly. At least the blood's already been done. What? Ooh, that was a narrow dodge. We need to do it correct this time around, though. Alright then. Nope. Why is this only worth 1? No. Eleven, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. But I have the required number. How do I make that trade? I don't. I literally don't understand how to do this, because I do have the. I've done everything. I've done everything. Okay, I'm gonna just. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. Give me a few moments. I need to just have a think.